2022 Alfabia, or 315 degrees. Alfabia is one of our newer wines, so this is only the second vintage. We started last year, and in contrary to most of our wines, which are born out of an idea of a purpose, either a terrace wine or a wine for the barbecue or meditation wine, then this wine actually, I wouldn't say made itself, because it definitely didn't. But last year, when we started tasting our barrels, there was a selection of Merlot barrels that really stood out. Now, Merlot is not a great variety that I would say we have focused on in that meaning of it, that it was never a wine we thought should be the main character in a wine. We planted Merlot because we feel that it blends very well into other varieties. However, last year there were some barrels of Merlot that were surprisingly good. So we last year managed in blending, I think it was 75% with only 25% Syrah last year. So it was a Merlot Syrah blend. This year we took a step back and thought, how can we give this wine even better personality, bring out even more beauty in the Merlot? Historically speaking, Merlot pairs very well with Cabernet Sauvignon. Now I'm obviously thinking Bordeaux, because this is a typical blend from Bordeaux. So we tried to blend in some of our Cabernet, and ta-da! Here we have 60% Merlot and 40% Cabernet Sauvignon. So it's the same style as last year, but even better and even more personality. It's finding its place in the range. It's more unique than last year. So on one side you have Merlot's sexy red fruit, the muscle, the fat, not that there's fat in it, but the feeling, the roundness to the wine. Crunchy red plums, raspberries, even blueberries, blackberries. And then you get more of the pepper and the spice from the Cabernet. Now, if Cabernet Sauvignon is unripe, it is green, like green pepper, and I don't like that. But here in Mallorca, Cabernet reaches a beautiful level of ripeness, and thus it starts producing spicy notes instead, like crushed pepper, but also here a more exotic, warm spices, like walking into a bazaar in Morocco kind of spice. So cloves, cinnamon, a lot of different kinds of things like this. On the palate, the Cabernet really comes out. In the nose, it's like beautiful play. Right now on the palate is the Cabernet. The spice, the pepper. It's like, here we go, here we wake up. It's very lifted, it's very animated. It's super elegant, it's very sophisticated. For me, it's like a very elegant, almost Tom Ford kind of man in a beautiful suit or smoking even. It's dark, it's deep. It's not a wine that speaks with fatness and muscle. It's a wine that speaks with backbone and intellect. It's very complex, but it's so tight and so precise and so smooth and very, very dark. Beautiful. Really, really, really sophisticated and dense. This is a wine that I, food-wise, speaking of the warm, spicy notes, I would definitely use a spice called Ras el Hanout, which is definitely a Mediterranean or Middle Eastern spice. It's a mixed spice. Ras el Hanout means, I think, the brain or the head of the spice master, the guy that trades spices, meaning that it's a custom blend, but it definitely smells exactly like that kind of sweet, spicy Middle Eastern note. I would take the Ras el Hanout spice, rub it on a duck breast, on the skin side, put it on a pan until all of the spice has melted in with the fat. The fat is crispy, turn it over, a couple of more minutes, turn off the pan, cut it out, and then serve it, I don't know, with a simple spinach salad with pomegranate, because that really works well here. Really to marry the spice with the fatness, with the iron taste of the very red duck breast here, that would be brilliant with this wine. The glass, you might be sitting and wondering if you've seen what I'm using for the wine. So it's not a Syrah glass, it's not a Merlot glass, it's a Pinot Noir glass, but it's Riedel's New World Pinot Noir. So they make a Pinot Noir glass that goes in at the top for Old World style of Pinots, And then they make this for New World style of Pinots. It tends to be a bit more open, fruity, richer. I don't know why. I tried all of the different glasses we have, but this one just brings out the perfect dose of spice together with the fruit and that dark, elegant side to the wine.